Now look, today we're diving into some wild new reports coming out about Sean Diddy Combs. According to his close friend, Diddy was seconds away from being unalived after a fellow inmate allegedly snuck into his cell with the shank. But is this story real or just another attempt to control the narrative? Look, y'all sit back and relax and stay into the end of this episode because we about to dive right in. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode 180. So here's what we know. Diddy is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn after being convicted on 2 counts related to transporting individuals for prostitution. Now, according to his longtime friend, Charlucci Finney, Diddy woke up with a blade to his throat. Another inmate managed to sneak in Diddy's cell while he was asleep and press a homemade weapon to his neck. And luckily nothing happened. But Finney claimed that it was more of an intimidation tactic than an unaliving attempt. He said if that man really wanted to hurt Sean or hurt Diddy, it would have been over in seconds. This was just a warning.
Diddy almost lost his life behind bars. This was revealed in court by Brian Steele, his attorney. Yeah, somebody attempted to stab him in his throat. So in court, we found this out when they were trying to basically make the plea that, you know, Diddy is going to be in danger behind bars. But his friend Charlucci, he detailed more of what happened. So he said an inmate snuck into Diddy's jail cell and could have murdered him. He said Diddy woke up with a knife to his throat. And he says that this was unreported, even though it was a close call and it was super violent because Diddy he didn't want it to be like a big thing. Charlucci says he doesn't know if Diddy fought him off or the guards came in. He just knows that it happens. They also say if this guy wanted to harm him, Diddy would have been harmed. It would only have took a second to cut his throat with the weapon and killed him. So it was probably a way to say next time you're not going to be so lucky. Everything is intimidation. But with Diddy, it didn't work because Diddy's from Harlem. Now, again, Diddy's...
Yeah, they always talk about Harlem like it's some goddamn university. What him being from Harlem got to do with anything?
Yeah,
Who said that? Nobody actually said that?
Yeah, it's a quote from his friend.
I was feeling the quote until he said Diddy from Harlem.
Crazy.
Like Diddy from Wakanda and he has these special powers.
Like
that was the
Harvard or so.
I think he just means, he's been through some things. You know what I mean? He don't scare easily.
What you just said is a great point.
What?
They talk about Harlem like it's Harvard or Wakanda. Absolutely. Like it's some mystical place that
Diddy from Harlem.
You almost got him.
Karate chopped him and lifted him up in the air.
I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything?
In prison, it don't matter where the hell you from.
Now, here's where things get interesting. There is no official confirmation from the prison itself. No guards, no reports, no public records backing this up. Which means this entire story right now is based on the word of Diddy's friend. But let's be real. The MDC is notorious for poor conditions. Past inmates have complained about unsafe environments, overcrowding, and limited supervision. So while it sounds crazy, an incident like this can definitely happen in a place like that. Still, we can't ignore the fact that Diddy's team has been fighting hard to get him transferred to a safer, lower security facility like Fort Dix in New Jersey. And this story might also make that happen. Now, Finney went on to say that this whole situation is about fear and intimidation. A way to remind Diddy that even behind bars, he's not untouchable. And remember, when a celebrity enters a high security prison, there is always a risk of being targeted just for their fame. But the lack of evidence makes this tricky. It's possible the story is exaggerated to put pressure on the system. Or Diddy might have had a close call, but the prison officials are keeping it quiet to avoid public backlash. Now, I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Do you believe this situation actually occurred, or was it just a scare story to move Diddy out of Brooklyn? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, Go ahead and hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up and also subscribe and hit that bell notification for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.